my god. Kha'Zix is so broken, but in the stance where he's not really broken, but he does a lot of damage and he kills things really fast. What am I saying? Kha'Zix is a void bug. He's a void bug on a big battle arena and he kills people. So this is one of the more interesting clips I gathered. It's me 1v1ing a Diana, and it's really weird to watch because it's two assassin champions that stall each other out, and it was just a really weird 1v1 to do in a ranked game. His passive is Unseen Threat. Kha'Zix gains Unseen Threat when the enemy team loses sight of him, causing his next basic attack against an enemy champion to deal 15 to 190 based on level, plus 50% AP bonus magic damage, and slow them by 25% for 2 seconds. You know, saying all that, it really bores me by the way I say it and how I normally say things. It sounds nothing like that, so I don't think I'm ever gonna completely straight read out something like that ever again, so I'm sorry about that, guys. The best way to use this passive is to walk in and out of bushes that are unwarded, because it allows you to do the most amount of damage as possible, which is a lot easier to do one-shot combos with. Q is Taste Their Fear. Passively, you give a mark to all enemies who are not accompanied by any of their allies, and actively use... What the heck did I just say? Whenever you activate Taste Their Fear, you slash at an enemy, dealing physical damage increased by 30% if it's against isolated targets. This is the ability that makes you want to stop playing League of Legends because you can barely play it at all because you're always dead. There's really not much else to go over on his Q. It's your main damage in the jungle and out of the jungle. That's basically it. His W is Void Spike. Kha'Zix fires a cluster of spikes, and every enemy hit by it is slowed for 20% for 2 seconds, dealing physical damage to them increased by 20% against monsters. This also heals Kha'Zix. Your W is what makes you have so much good sustain in the jungle because it keeps healing you, and while you have blue buff, you can just keep spamming your W and having more health and keep farming in the jungle. Also, late game, it does a surprising amount of damage because you wouldn't really think that a Kha'Zix W would do that much damage, but if you evolve it, which I'll get into that later, it will do a lot of damage to the enemy ADC. Your E is Leap, and I really hope I don't have to explain this to you, but because of my video format, I think I'm gonna have to. You jump! Oh yeah, and you also deal physical damage to enemies that you hit with your jump. I just wanted to say that. Your E is your main gap closer. It helps you get away from enemies or jump into enemies to do it as much damage as you can and or kill them. Your ult is Void Assault. You enter stealth for 1 second, acquiring Unseen Threat and gaining 40 bonus movement speed and ghosting while stealthed. After 2 seconds of leaving stealth, for the next 15 seconds, Void Assault can be cast a second time at no additional cost. You know how I mentioned evolving earlier? Well, your ult allows you to have 1 evolution token every time you get 6 levels, meaning you're able to evolve 3 times during a game. And I'm gonna have to go over every single evolution that you can do. Whenever you evolve your Q, you get 50 bonus range on your basic attacks and bonus physical damage to isolated targets. When you evolve your W, you fire 3 clusters into a cone, and it slows enemies by 50% and also grants sight of the enemy champion's hit for 2 seconds. Whenever you evolve your E, its cooldown is reset every time an enemy dies, with you getting a kill or an assist. And whenever you evolve your ultimate, Void Assault can be cast 3 times, and each instant grants 2 seconds of stealth. Anyway, this is the skill order that I would recommend. It would be you evolving your Q first, then your E second, and your W third. And these are also the masteries I would recommend for Kha'Zix. And that is how you Kha'Zix, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out.